All right. Well. I just have to breathe for a moment. So this video I'm making it because it's time to call out people that are living in their entitlement, that are living in their elitism of teaching, that it has to be taught this way. I facilitated an ecstatic dance class, and I had the word ecstatic dance in my workshop because it's based around the element of air. So it's elemental air, ecstatic dance, and breath work. So my whole purpose of this workshop is I created a series of 5 different elements, and I take you through each element. And for the element of air, it's body movement and flowing and breath work. So it's ecstatic dance. And if you look up the definition of ecstatic dance, which I'll be including in this video, you can see that it's just free flow movement. Yes, there are certain rules to apply when you are in that setting so as to make sure that everyone has an appropriate experience, such as no shoes so that you can ground yourself and you can feel the earth underneath your feet. There is no communication, no talking, so as that you can begin to feel more of your body and you take the talking aside, right? But what really irks me is I received a message from this gentleman that clearly states I ought to not have the word ecstatic dance in my workshop title. So before I even start breaking this down, I'm going to show you the exact exchange that happened without putting any of my bias in it. And you could take from it what you will and see how you perceive it. And then I'm going to break it down. So here it is. Hey guys, it has come to my attention that you are promoting an event as Ecstatic Dance. Thank you for promoting the movement, but I want to make sure you guys understand that Ecstatic Dance has a very specific structure to it, and as such, help us keep it true to its nature. ED, Ecstatic Dance, has an hour embodiment intro class, followed by a DJ-led Ecstatic Dance journey set, led by an ED-trained DJ, i.e. a certification, and a sound healing integration at the end. There's no talking on the dance floor during the journey, no booze, and no shoes. We spend quite a bit of time, effort, and money to keep it true and close to what really is, and would appreciate if you guys would help us in doing so by not calling it ecstatic dance, what's not really what you're offering. We want newcomers to have a real ecstatic dance experience and not think they went to an ecstatic dance when in reality was something else. Thanks, but please don't tell me how to run my own workshop. Ecstatic dance is a form of dance in which the dancers, sometimes without the need to follow specific steps, abandon themselves to the rhythm and move freely as the music takes them, leading to a trance and a feeling of ecstasy. Ecstatic dance has been practiced throughout human history, including in classical times by the Maenads, followers of the wine god Dionysus. In the ancient and widespread practice of shamanism, ecstatic dance and rhythmic drumming are used to alter consciousness in spiritual practices, as different as the Kut ritual of Korea and among the San of South Africa. Ecstatic dances are known also as a form of religious traditions around the world, including the Sufi dervishes from Nigeria, Morocco, Ghana, and Senegal, and the candomblé of Brazil, derived from African traditions. Modern ecstatic dance was revived by Gabrielle Roth in the 1970s and formalized in her 5 rhythms practice. It is now found in variants across the Western world. The effects of ecstatic dance begin with ecstasy itself. which may be experienced in differing degrees. Dancers are described as feeling connected to others and to their own emotions. The dance serves as a form of meditation, helping people to cope with stress and to attain serenity. This is the equivalent of dictating how someone ought to teach meditation, and it is elitist and pretentious. Nobody's telling you how to run your own workshop. I find your answer defensive, disrespectful, and complete disregard for the ones that have been holding space for ED here in Miami. You're calling it ED when in reality you're offering something beautifully and uniquely different. And what I'm asking is that if you're not following the structure of ED, don't use that name, which is a registered name. We want to keep it true to its nature. You have no intellectual property with the word ecstatic dance. The only thing you have is a trademark on ecstaticdance.com and ecstaticdance.org. So stop pushing your own agenda on other teachers and go focus on your own things. Wow, you're behaving like a bully, being completely unempathetic, unsensitive, and disrespectful to others' work and requests. Ecstatic dance may sound to you like a natural name for dancing ecstatically, but as I mentioned, there is a reason it has a structure, and there is a reason leaders train to lead the journeys. And there is a reason we request that. If you're calling it as such, that you respect and keep it true to its nature and its registered name in California or at ecstaticdance.org, a movement. We are a part of and anchor here in Miami. Awesome. I heard your request, and I'm choosing to ignore it now. What you are doing is exactly in the first sentence that you wrote. Goodbye. Awesome. Now that you've read the messages, how do you feel about that situation? Do you feel that certain words have to be removed, such as ecstatic dance, which this person has no right to claim these words? And if you look up the patent or the trademark, there's no trademark for that word. All right, so let's just take a look here in the trademarks. Let's type in ecstatic dance. Oh, there's a ecstatic dance right there. I'm gonna type that in, query, and what do we got? Oh, there's no matches. Let's go back. There must be a mistake. Hang on. Let me go back here. Click on the back here. All right, we're gonna go to the other one here. Word and design mark search, structured. Here we go. And then I'm typing just ecstatic. We got ecstatic weekend, ecstatic yoga, ecstatic birth, ecstatic earth, ecstatic singles, ecstatic beauty, ecstatic Pilates. Let's scroll down a little bit. Come on. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, does not look like ecstatic dance is here. Interesting. Who would have thought? The only thing that is trademarked is the website name, which is ecstaticdance.org, ecstaticdance.com. That can be trademarked. Those words in conjunction with one another are not able to be trademarked. While I understand and I emphasize with the type of movement that this person wants to do, but it's clear from the message, in my own opinion, that ultimately what he wants done is people go through their lineage of teaching how to dance freely, when dance is a free flow movement, especially ecstatic dance. It literally has the word free flow movement in the definition of it. Oh, and here we are at the Wikipedia for ecstatic dance, and it says here, ecstatic dance is a form of dance in which the dancers, sometimes without the need to follow specific steps. Interesting that we have to follow your steps that is required to get a certification that costs money to go and learn, when ecstatic dance is just free flow movement. Interesting. So to say that it has to be structured this way, and it has to have a certified DJ that is facilitating ecstatic dance, and to have these certifications, what? Are you reading the things that you write to people? And the reason why I'm taking the time to make this video and editing all this out is because It's time that we as people take a stand for ourselves and really set boundaries, because these are the type of people that are pushing their narratives on you for the sole purpose of money making. In reality, the reason why he doesn't want to use anyone to use that word is because they want to utilize that word to make money. I'll take gaslighting for 500, Bob. Gaslighting is a form of psychological manipulation that seeks to sow seeds of doubt in a targeted individual and in members of a targeted group, making them question their own memory, perception, and sanity. Using persistent denial, misdirection, contradiction, and lying, it attempts to destabilize the victim and delegitimize the victim's belief. There's a reason it has a structure, and there is a reason leaders train to lead the journeys. And there is a reason we request that. So, is the reason because you want to make money and you want people to go through you only? I think that's it. I think that's the reason. Bottom line, it's money making. Has nothing to do with the image, has nothing to do with having to be in a certain structure. It's, you be honest with yourself. You want people to come through you. Oh, this amazing person, I want to facilitate ecstatic dance using his method only. You literally are putting blinders on and having everyone walk one direction, when this type of thing is the same as meditation, where there's infinite number of ways to teach meditation. So literally, this is the most pretentious and the most elitist thing I have received to date. And I'm calling you out on this. Really take a moment to reflect on yourself and how you are presenting this to people. Really take a moment and reflect on all the other people that you probably have sent this message to. Because I'm sure, 100% sure, that you've done this to other people. That you're bullying them to taking out the name Ecstatic Dance in a workshop when you don't even own the name. What? Oh man. It's so clear that when people do this, they're not operating from a heart space. They're not operating from spirituality. They're operating from money making, and they're operating from how can this serve me? And I'm here to call anyone out that does this type of thing. I don't care how anyone views me as a teacher, as a facilitator. And if you think that what I'm doing right now in this moment is petty, because I'm taking a stand for this type of action and this type of way that a person is facilitating things in the spiritual community. And if you support this type of thing, then by all means, go to his workshops, go to his ecstatic dances, because he apparently has a set structure and he's building up this whole movement behind it using that word or that phrase, which he doesn't own. So, wow. You got some cojones. I'm the bully. Yeah. Well, that's all I'm recording. I just want to bring awareness and attention to this type of behavior. If you notice it in the spiritual community, call them out on it. If you notice me doing it, call me out on it. If you notice me not being in integrity with things, I want you to call me out on it. Please. I don't like teaching when I'm not in integrity. And I have confronted many people in the community for similar things like this. So, if I see it, and especially if it's directed towards me, you better believe I'm going to call you out on it. So thank you. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to create a space so I can create a video format and show just one example of what happens when you use your ego in a spiritual form or in spirituality for the sole purpose of branding, for the sole purpose of wanting to make money out of it, and not actually inviting others to teach in their own way to spread the movement in a true fashion. So thank you.